All right. Hopefully we've got our audio working correctly. Testing, testing. How does the audio sound? Testing, testing. How does the audio sound? Nick, what's going on, man? How is the audio sounding, my dude? Sounds a little staticky on my end. I'm trying to listen to it. Oh, I forgot to charge my phone. I always forget to charge my phone before I stream. Bummer. Okay, well, we have 19% battery. Hopefully that gets us through an hour or two. We shall see. Let's put my phone on low power mode here. Battery, low power mode. Okay. We're going to try to get this going as long as possible. Oh man, it's been a while since I've been on Hot Wheels Unleashed. So let's see here. You have to excuse my controller. I think it's on its last legs, so it randomly starts scrolling through everything. Oh, how was the snow? Did you guys get a bunch up where you are? Because I think you're a little bit north of me by a couple hours. Chase Simmons, what is going on, man? How are you doing tonight? Let's see here. Just have to go refresh and remember what all's going on. That's right. We got the synchro. Sort of slowly but surely getting through all these legendary cars. Tons of comments I need to upgrade. It's going to take me forever. 2 to 3 inches, yes, sir. Yeah, we got mostly ice where we are. It was very little snow, but everything froze over. And Nick, I assume you're in high school or college. How was the? Did you guys get out of school at all? Because all the schools near me like shut down as soon as like 2 days before they said there was going to be snow. They were like, okay, looks like we are going to be starting early, starting late every day. Oh, it looks like they got a new racing season on here. Oh yes, sir. Okay, okay, hold up. Let's see here. So we got. Oh no, that's something else. Mr. Krabs. Okay, so we got SpongeBob character cars. So a SpongeBob racing season. Interesting. And we got a Plankton car. Oh, that's funny. Do you guys know, are these real cars? Like, are these actual car models that Hot Wheels released? Then we got Sandy Cheeks. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. These are cool. Patrick. Oh, yeah, they're. Oh, yes. That is a ride right there. And then we've got the Squidward car. Dude, that thing looks a little scary, I'm not going to lie. That thing's a little creepy. I don't know if I'd drive that. And then the SpongeBob SquarePants car. Oh, that thing's fast. There's no way people are going to be driving that thing with that handling. Oh, I got you, Nick. My bad. But yeah, it's everywhere near me like shuts down whenever we get snow. I guess it's just I live in a pretty small town, so there's not a lot of funding for salt and stuff on the roads. So second we get a little bit of snow, and immediately for whatever reason, all these people go to the grocery store and buy all like the milk and bread. I've never understood that. Why do people buy milk and bread when there's like a big crisis? This doesn't make sense. What are they making? Milk sandwiches? Zuhan, what is going on? I'm doing awesome, Chase. I am ready to grind, and it looks like I got back on the streaming right at the right time now that we got a new racing season. This is pretty dope. So, unfortunately, there were a bunch of cars that I did not get from the Supervillain season. I'm trying to think. I think we got Bane. Let me see if I can find them. I got a couple of those, but there's definitely a bunch that I did not get, unfortunately. So, I guess those are gone for good now. Let's see here. Oh, yes, we got our two Super T Hunts, which are Custom Volkswagen and Dragon Blaster. There's that beautiful baseline, just in case any of you guys in here haven't seen it yet. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Tech your Dior 2. Yep, gorgeous. So, gosh, where are the DLC cars that we unlocked? What is that? The Bazooka? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Gosh, every time I sign on here, there's like new cars that I didn't even know I had. Okay, so we got the Black Manta car from level 16. And, oh, is that the only one we got? No, okay, so we got Cheetah too. Okay, so I think I got okay. So Deathstroke was the one that came with it. And then I guess we got the Black Manta car at tier 16, and then we got the Cheetah car at tier 20, but I think that's as far as we made it. I don't think I got to the next couple cars. We definitely didn't make it to the Harley Quinn car, unfortunately. And we got the Rockin' Santa sled. Hey, check out that whip. And Robin 2.0 T. Joker. Gosh, I forget that I even had half these cars. Holy smokes. Darth, what is going on, man? I should get a 10-foot charger, honestly. The only charger I have is like 2 feet long. I can't even use it on the other side of my bed. I have to like lay in a certain position just to be able to use my phone and charge it. But maybe I'll get a 10-foot cord for Christmas next year. Superman, the Joker, Leonardo. Okay. So let's go ahead and go check out this racing season. I didn't realize. Let's see here, downloadable content. Let's see what's going on. Adam Super Saiyan, what's going on, man? Oh, you got the synchro too? Man, I heard they actually had to nerf the synchro. I heard that it was too overpowered and they had to like shut it down. So let's see here. So we got all this downloaded. Racing season. Okay, so the SpongeBob. It's $5.99. I could have sworn that you got the first 2 racing seasons for free. Did you not? When you bought the. Oh, maybe not. Gosh, that's a bummer. For some reason, I thought that maybe it's Hot Wheels Pass 1 and 2 that you got for free. That's a bummer. So let's go get this Too Tough. Man, that is tough. I really don't want to have to pay for a racing season. I guess they got to get their money somehow, though, you know? Chase Simmons, yeah, I did see that they're having a livery contest, and I'm hoping and praying that the Scorchers Roger Dodger wins. Somebody makes a sweet one. That way we can actually have the diecast Roger Dodger. And something tells me that that would be the one to win. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully it's not rigged. Zuhan, I think the SpongeBob racing season must have just started like today or yesterday. Still looking for battle spec. I hear you, man. I think a battle spec ended today on auction for like $34 and nobody bought it. Let's see, are there any other cars that I missed other than the Too Tough? Okay, don't think so. Expansion, so they still have the Batman expansion. Track builder, customization pack. Okay, so I need to go, I guess I need to go buy this SpongeBob racing season. We're going to go to, hold on a second guys, I'm going to pull up the stream thing just in case this pulls up some sort of credit card information. I don't think it does, but looks like we're paying $6. It's just the way it goes. Alright, so we are going to bummer. Okay, hold on. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I'll have to change this up a little bit. Bye. All right, we're $6 poor, unfortunately, but we had to do it. We had to go get the SpongeBob racing season. I think now I'll probably have to download it. Let's see here. All right, we're back. It's almost as good as Hot Wheels Beat That. I don't know, Christian. It might be better. It's tough. Hot Wheels Beat That is pretty awesome. I was watching some videos the other day of Beat That, people playing it, because I never played Beat That as a kid. Okay, so now let's go and download this racing season. Games and apps. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Back up to games. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Manage game. See if we can get this stuff installed. Gosh, by the end of the year, we're going to have so many things installed on this game. It's going to take up all my storage. They keep releasing stuff. Alright, so Too Tough and SpongeBob Racing Season. Man, I'm stoked for a new racing season. What is this? Updating the Microsoft Store. That is just not as important. See how quickly this thing can install for us. Oh, so they didn't nerf it. Okay, I got you, Darth. I was thinking they had slowed it down from what I read somewhere, but that makes sense. They just lowered the boost down. Adam Super Saiyan, the Hyperpods, man, because there's not a ton of Hyperpods out there that are sealed in the package. I think it's just because of how much bigger they are than the cars. A lot of people probably didn't think to, it's easier to store 36 carded cars than it is to store, 5 or 6 Hyperpods. So a lot of people probably just didn't feel like keeping them. Plus, for display purposes, a lot of people wanted to collect all 36 cars. There probably weren't that many people that were interested in the Hyperpods. But there's never more than 10 or 12 of them listed at any time on eBay. Oh, you can finally play it, Ruben. Yes, sir, man. Are you playing on Xbox One? Or Xbox? Imagine if the gold movie accurate synchro. Wait, no, I thought the delivery contest was just for Roger Dodger. I've heard the SpongeBob should be Adult Swim from several people. I've heard there's a lot of jokes that went over everybody's head when we were kids. I used to love SpongeBob. Let me think. Man, back about 10 years ago, that was when Cartoon Network was at its absolute peak. Because there was, and just cartoons in general were just awesome about 10 years ago. Because we had what we had. I mean, I know SpongeBob's still on, but there was stuff like Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, Codename Kids Next Door. What else? Ned's Declassified, Drake and Josh. There was so many awesome cartoons out there. I mean, I know all those aren't cartoons, but they had a bunch of cartoons that were fantastic. Danny Phantom was awesome. Fairly Odd Parents. What's up, Ryan? How's it going, bro? Come on, racing season. Let's go. I'm itching to get in here. Did any of you guys play Warzone by chance? If any of you guys do, what do you think of Caldera, the new map on Warzone? Me and my buddies have not won a single game on Caldera. Oh man, I didn't even do that. Bring back Hot Wheels Unleashed. Hopefully it doesn't have to reload the game. Patchy the Pirate poster at level 34. I don't even know who Patchy the Pirate is. It's been a while. Yeah, of course, Darth. Yeah, you can enter as many giveaways as you want. I'm actually surprised that we haven't had a repeat winner yet on the giveaways, but I feel sure it'll happen eventually. But we'll see, because I think we've had at least, 14 or 15 total giveaways. So I think there's been quite a few people that have won at this point. So I'm honestly surprised that we haven't had a repeat winner yet. So Peachy Networks, what is going on? Yo, Harry Potter is like one of my favorite movie series of all times. Did you read the books too, or are you just sort of watching the movie? Almost everybody that I know says, "Oh, I didn't read the books, but I just watched the movie." And I'm like, "Man, you guys got to read the books to really get the full effect." And quit COD for Halo. Almost all my buddies gave up on Warzone after that. After the map changed, just all pretty bad at the new map. The Wild Thing, yeah, the Wild Thing sold. I think it was yesterday evening. Somebody snatched it. Good stuff, Darth. I'm glad I made it there safely. Oh, it's a her. Yes, sir, my man. Yes, sir. Doing the Lord's work. Alright, let's go over to this racing season and see what we got going on. So lots of SpongeBob posters. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I guess they got little statues and stuff for your... Let's see, what cars are in here? Okay, so the first car is Mr. Krabs. And that is at tier 16, so I guess the tiers are probably the same. There's probably one at 20. Yep, so Plankton. And then Patrick. So I think I made it to tier 20 in the last season because I got up to the cheetah car, but I don't think I made it past that. So this time our goal is going to be to get past 20. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, that's Patchy the Pirate. I didn't know that he had a name. That's funny. So then the Squidward car, that thing is scary, man. Lots of coins, lots of gears, good stuff. And then the SpongeBob car is tier 50. And that is just the way she goes. Okay, so complete 3 skyscraper races, complete 1 race in a course, drift for 3,300 inches. Okay, so let's go to quick modes. Let's run a couple skyscraper races just to get them out of the way. So I can go ahead and get some of that XP. Caldera is not it. I feel that, man. Yeah, I don't think we won a single game on Caldera. I mean, we weren't great at Verdansk either, but Caldera is tough. Seems like every time at the end of the game, you end up trying to climb a mountain with no cover, and it just ends so poorly. So we're gonna go back to Synchro. Let's see, Skyscraper. All right, looks like we're doing Sunset Track. What's the difference between a course and a regular track? Does anybody know? I might be missing something. Dude, that simulation Flathead Fury is super sweet. It really is like incredible, and it looks even better in person too. Trust me. I know, Zuhan. I feel the same way, man. I don't know what they're doing with this SpongeBob season. There should be a Highway 35 and an Accelerator season, so that we can get Slingshot and some of these other cars in here. You play COD, World War II, Destiny 2, FIFA, Minecraft. Yes, sir. That is quite the array of games there. Lots of good taste too. Oh, look at that, Nick. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. There's actually quite a few people that I've sold to on eBay that live in North Carolina. There's a bunch of them. But I have to say, probably the biggest concentration of Acceleracers fans is California for sure. And then surprisingly, what was the other state? About it for a second. There's one other state that was like really surprising to me. Oh, I think it was Virginia. There's a ton of Acceleracers people in Virginia and Pennsylvania as well. Got lots of love for the series out there. But California just kind of makes sense because there's a pretty big state, a lot of people, and a lot of money out in California. So, don't they have a really high minimum wage, like $15? The other challenge was to drift for 3,300 meters in a race. I'm really bad at drifting. I'll probably have to go find that one course again that I can just drift on. Gosh, it's been so long since I've played, I like forgot how to handle. Nothing like running with Synchro though. That's still like the coolest thing ever. Can't stop smiling when I'm racing with Synchro. Zoom. Here we go. Gosh, the audio sounds terrible. I guess it's just Synchro though. Did they add that little sound effect just to mimic Synchro from the movies? When you stop and start? It sounds just like Synchro from Clash on the Coast. That'd be sick if they played like Nolo's theme as you're accelerating. Oh, don't overshoot it! Ooh, that was close. Go rusty. No. Oh, we still got a whole nother lap. So how many of you guys are entering liveries into the contest? I've seen some pretty cool ones on the subreddit already. I still hope the Scorcher's Roger Dodger wins. But there have been some other cool ones. Think I saw a Metal Maniac one that somebody posted. Is that you, Darth, who posted the Metal Maniacs Roger Dodger? That might have been somebody else. That's pretty cool though. I think I got a black color scheme. Let's see, how many meters did we drift? Just so I know how many more I need. Drifted 1,900. Wow, so I have to almost double that. Dang, man. I need like an extra 4 laps. Christian, I really think there's a very high chance that they bring it back in 2023 or 2025. Maybe not the whole car lines from Highway 35 and Accelerators, but I think it would be smart for them to do like sort of a premium custom release, or not custom, but a premium car release with real riders and just maybe release the 5 or 6 most popular models that they still have in circulation. I think that would be a great move for them. And I know people would go crazy for those cars. It's funny how, as kids, we always want to like correct the wrongs that we correct or finish the things that we never got to as kids once we grow up a bit and get jobs. Because I never really, I only had the same like 10 or 12 Acceleracers cars as a kid. So once I got a little bit older and got some income, I was like, yep, it's time to collect them all. Ooh, the favorite monkey and pork chop moment for me, it has to be in the swamp realm when the vine picked up their car, and monkey said, "You did not stay in the groove, pork chop, pork chop." The mimic somebody goes, "You didn't stay in the groove, pork chop." That's got to be one of my favorites. That or the pasta sauce one. That's pretty good too. They had a bunch of good ones, man. They honestly really did kind of make those movies. Needed those comic characters. But kind of a bummer they didn't give the Techo a really funny character. Like I guess Shiraka's funny, but he doesn't have any speaking lines compared to Monkey and Porkchop. I'm just waiting for them to release the next Acceleracers part of the game, because what's still coming? I think there's Hollowback, Riveted, and Power Rage. I think those are the three that are supposed to be coming at some point. But since it's only three that are confirmed so far, I'm assuming they're not doing Accelerators season right now, because what is there, like 5 or 6 cars for every season? So they would have to add like 3 more. It's kind of a bummer. But I get why they're doing it. They're probably releasing the cars slowly but surely, like Synchro, Dior 2, Baseline, because they want to keep the Accelerators people engaged as long as possible. Keep us paying $6 for those racing seasons. I'm very curious tonight to see if the mic lasts the whole stream. On the last 2 streams that I've tried to do at the 45-minute mark, my mic goes to pieces. I'll call it the gig mic, I believe. But that happens at the 45-minute mark, so we'll just have to see if it makes it through there tonight. I don't know why it does that. I always have to restart my computer to get it to work. But if it goes to pieces tonight, I probably won't restart it. It's not worth the hassle. I don't know why it does that though. But once I finish this race, I'm probably going to hop online for a little bit if anybody wants to race me online, catch some dubs. Y'all got to let me win some races though, so I can level up in the racing season. So I've got to get the SpongeBob car this time. Alright, we're almost there. Got to get the XP. And I think 100 XP will get us up to at least, what, 2 or 3 tiers? Boom. Alright. There we go. Red Skyline, what is going on, man? Yeah, I'm terrible with the livery editor. I was messing with it the other day and I'm just awful. Pakray MDPHT. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but what is going on? You think the card game will return with the line? Ooh, that is a great question, man. Honestly, I personally don't think they'll bring the card game back. I think they would probably only bring the car models back. Because the card game really wasn't popular back in the day. It only really became popular in the last year or so, honestly. Let's see. Oh man, that should have gotten me that achievement. Complete 3 skyscrapers. Was that only the second time we've done it? Son of a gun. I could have sworn we just did it 3 times. Okay, well, it looks like we're doing it again. Back to skyscraper. But honestly, that would probably be best for people that play the card game, though, because your cards will probably increase in value once, if they re-release Acceleracers, I mean, think about it. They'll probably have new packaging, so people will be able to buy them cheap, but then it'll bring a lot of new collectors into the hobby. Kids these days have never heard of the cars before. They'll go watch the movies and go, oh my gosh, there used to be a full set of 36 cars back in the day. I've got to go collect them now. And then they'll go, what are these? These are trading cards that come with these? And then they'll start looking for the trading cards online, and everything that we've all got will probably double or triple in value. And who knows? Maybe they'll release the trading cards again at some point. But if I had to wager, I bet you they'd release a premium line with maybe 6 to 10 of the Acceleracers cars, and then oh man, lost connection to the console. Sorry about that, guys. We are back and running again. Wow, I've never had that happen before. Lost connection with the console. Interesting. But yeah, I bet they'd re-release it with sort of 6 or 10 of the most popular cars from the line, the ones that still have in circulation. You know, some like Reverb, they turned into Hypertruck, so on and so forth. But I bet they probably wouldn't bring the trading cards back. At least not at first. They probably want to gauge the interest. Man, I was looking through some of the carded accelerator prices the other day on eBay, and holy smokes. Like, it was already kind of expensive, you know, getting to $20 and $30 for cars. Gosh, some of the uncommons now, like Technetium, High Voltage, they're like shooting up to like $60 to $80. It's like unreal. And, you know, I get it, you know, as a seller, you want to get the most for your money. And some of these people probably don't really care how long it takes to sell. Like me personally, I always want to get items sold quickly because they don't do me any good, you know, to have a small reselling business. If you keep stuff in stock forever, you know, you want to sell through it quickly and then get new stuff. But the people that are just selling their old collections, you know, like the guy that listed the Cub Light for $400, he probably doesn't have any rush to sell it. He's just going to leave it listed until eventually someone buys it. It may take 10 years, but he'll make sure he gets his money on it. But who knows? Hopefully no one will ever have to buy that Cub Light, but it's not the worst strategy. Because you got to think, in a year or two, probably be less and less out there. And who knows, maybe one day his Cub Light will be the only one left, and then, boom, somebody will just pick it up for $400. Funny, I was looking at my Ultimate Hunt series that I did. I think we finished it, what, like 4 months ago was the last time I did an Ultimate Hunt video, because we got like 33 out of the 36 cars. And I think the total cost was like $882 or $820 something dollars. It was something in the 800s. And we collected 33 out of the 36 cars. But I was looking at that set that's on eBay that sold today. It was 34 out of 36 cars, so one more than I have. And it sold for like $1,700. It's like, man, that means that my Ultimate Hunt set has doubled in value. We did it just 4 months ago. And it's just some crazy, crazy price inflation. But who knows? I was thinking, I was like, man, should I just sell that set that I've got on the wall behind me if it's doubled in value? But I think I'm just going to hang on to it. Because it's pretty cool. And something tells me if I sell that, I'll probably never find a complete set again or anything close to a full set. Oh, I didn't realize they had a dark orange and a light orange. Is that the Acceleracers Spinebuster Darth? That was a pretty good one, too. I just wanted to see the look on that drone's dude face. Yeah, Red Skyline, there's a Cub Light. It's been listed forever, though, for like 6 months. The guy's had it listed for like $400. Or actually, he might have... Let's go check and see real quick. Let's check and see here. Acceleracers Cub Light. It's one guy. He had it listed for $300 for a while. So as you can see, somebody's got an international one listed for $150, $200, and this is the one right here that I was talking about. He had this thing listed for, I think it was $300 for a while, and recently he bumped it up to $400. I guess because his wasn't the most expensive. I mean, look at those prices. That's ridiculous. I just sold a carded Cub Light for $60, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But the problem is, when there's only 3 of them listed, you know, at $150, $200, and $399, somebody will be impatient and somebody will buy this one for $150. And then next thing you know, people will look through the sold listings and go, well, it must be worth $150. And then it's just going to be pretty ugly from there. Like, let's look through the sold listings here. So somebody bought this factory sealed set one for $150. There's mine that I sold for $60. Somebody bought a factory sealed set one for $125. It is just, but see, look, just in December, somebody snagged one for $34. Not bad at all. It's just pretty quick inflation going on here. But that's enough of that for now. Let's get back to Hot Wheels Unleashed. except for the clear wheel RDO 8. Clear wheel RDO 8 is tough to find, that is for sure. Let's see. Nick, no, I actually graduated back in May from college. Got my bachelor's and got out. Now it is time for me to focus all my energy on Hot Wheels Unleashed, right? Oh, Christian, so you saw that set too, the 34 carded ones? Yeah, I saw that at 1750. I've been keeping an eye on that one. It was way out of my price range. The most I was willing to bid on it was like $1,000. But I'm just glad that Bay Buyer 2012 didn't get it, because every time he buys something like that, he splits it up and charges, 10 times what it's worth. Really frustrating. Okay, so we got our first tier. So we got our... so we actually get the Sandy Cheeks car for free. That's pretty cool. So we have 67 days. We got some coins, got some gears. Man, we have some races to work on. So we got to get up to tier 16 to get that first car, which is the Mr. Krabs car. That is going to be our mission over the next few weeks. So let's go back and let's go ahead and hop into multiplayer. Gosh, my controller is like having an attack. I need to get a new controller. I actually slammed this controller about a year ago playing NBA 2K with one of my buddies. He was killing me. I got frustrated and I slammed the controller, and now it doesn't work right. That's what I get. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that it shows the stats on the car now. That's interesting. We're going to switch over to the Koenigsegg Jesko. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And let's go ahead and hop into a quick match. See what we can do. Yes, Nick, I was 100% raging. That was probably the biggest rage quit I've ever done in my life. I'm not much of a quitter, but I had to slam that controller. It was getting tough. I was losing pretty bad, though. The untext. What are those cards? Are the Acceleracers untexted cards? Are you talking about the full art cards, the ones with no words on them? Ooh, favorite soundtrack? It's got to be Scirocco Arrives. That was my absolute favorite. Either that one or Go. 100% Nick. All competitive people have broken controllers at some point. It's unfortunate though, because every time you break one, you got to pay $40 to get a new one. Darth, I'll get you an invite after this match, my man. Yeah, those they're just the international versions of the cards, because when they released Acceleracers in different countries, the card game, they didn't translate it to a bunch of different languages. So the English edition Acceleracers all got trading cards with the trading card game, and all the international Acceleracers cars ended up with international cards, which have no words and just pictures, because I guess they didn't want to put the money into translating it for a bunch of different languages, which kind of makes sense, honestly. But it was probably kind of a bit of a mistake by them, because from what I understand, Acceleracers had a really big following in Latin America, so it probably would have made more sense to make a trading card game for, have it printed in Spanish. But who knows? But anyways, so that's why the English edition Acceleracers say 3 collectible trading cards on there with the big white letters, and then the international edition ones that have the full art cards, they all have a bunch of writing in black ink that's really small. And that's how you can tell they're international blisters. But sometimes you will open up an international Accelerator and get real trading cards, and vice versa. I've opened several English blisters and gotten international cards. So clearly they weren't 100% accurate when they were doing it. But the full art cards are still pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people sort of tape them together and make posters out of them. Or use them in, we call them big dioramas. Still pretty interesting. But they definitely have value too, because there are a few people that are looking to complete a set of those, but there's not many people. And the other thing is that the International Edition cards, they didn't release a whole set of international cards. I actually don't know if anyone's ever found out how many international cards there are, but I want to say there's over 100, but I don't know if they made the Realm cards with international editions, and I also don't know if... I know the foil cards aren't shiny in the international version. They're just regular cards. Who knows? The international jump jets is pretty popular. A lot of people use it as a placeholder. Somewhere out there, somebody has a list of all the International Edition cards that have been found. But like I said, there's just not a lot of data on them, so nobody really knows if there's a full set of international cards out there. Definitely not easy to collect. Look at that, we got a Teku Dior 2 in front of us. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to pass him though. Oh no. That's what I get for disrespecting the Dior 2. I deserve that. He's probably laughing his ass off at me. Oh my gosh, come on. Get on the track. Thank you. Imagine if your cars could explode in this game. My car would have exploded like 50,000 times. Bummer, man. We let these guys catch up to us. Oh, that is tough. That is not cool at all. Now we're in 7th. Just like that, guys. We're doing so well. So well. Definitely have some ground to make up now. Come on, make it. There we go. Hopefully I knocked that guy off the track. Alright, back in 5th place. Here we go. Thank goodness for the Yesco's flatline speed. Here we go. 5th place, 5th place. Oh, stay on the track. I gotta stop crashing into walls here. Slowing me down. Okay, there's the guy in front of us. Looks like I'm playing bumper cars. Gotta chase this bummer, man. I hate this thing. Go, 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 go. Bummer, we probably won't be able to catch him now. This time that poor move. Oh no, that's not good. Go, go, go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no. Okay. Woo, that was close. Alright, still in 5th place. We got this guy right behind us though. It's going to be a tight finish. I have to time this right. Oh, that's not good. Oh, look at that, guys. That's the first time I've ever used the brakes in a race, and it worked out beautifully. It saved 5th place for us, I think. Let's see how this ends up. But that actually worked out very well. That guy crashed right into the mound. I'm sure he's right behind us, though. Need to hurry up and finish this race. Boom. 5th place. We will live with it, guys. We will live with it. Everybody's broken controllers at some point. Different games make people break controllers more. NBA 2K, I have broken so many controllers. I've broken at least 3. I actually threw one off a balcony once. And turned off the Xbox. It had to be done. It was either going off the balcony or going through the TV. It was one or the other. Can't wait to have reverb and power age. I hope they add reverb, man. I think they're supposed to be adding power age at some point, along with Hollowback and Riveted. I'm pretty sure it was power age. I think it was power age. I'm like 90% sure. I'll have to go back and watch the other video. Other people are selling Wild Thing for a lot more. Yeah, it's pretty rare. I have one more, Ryan, but it's on hold right now for another guy. But if he backs out of that, then I'm happy to sell it to you. JC, what is going on, bro? How are you doing, man? Corey, what's going on, dude? Man, we got the stars in here now, don't we? We got the dynamic duo. What are you up to, Corey? You making some customs? Oh, I almost forgot to invite you, Darth. Hold on, man. I got you. See how fast I can be. Got 12 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. There you are. Invite. Invite to game. You got 2 seconds. Hopefully it gets you in here. Hopefully it gets you in here. Dior 2, Teku in first. Yes, sir. Gotta have that Teku Vert Pride. Nitro, what's going on, dude? How are you doing tonight? You need a Chrysler Thunderbolt, man. Dude, the prices on those are... What is... Who chose this track? Man, I still don't understand how you guys choose tracks online. I always go for the easiest track possible. Everybody else goes for these like nightmare tracks that I see in my sleep. Power Rocket for 99 or best offer. Dude, that's honestly a pretty solid price for Power Rocket based on the way it's been going. But you might not want to negotiate too much because somebody will probably snatch that for $99. Yeah, Power Rocket's been up in like the 140 to 160 range over the last couple of weeks. So $99 is not bad. But if we had a time machine, we could go back 8 months and we could get them for, $60. $35, man, dude. I cannot even imagine how quickly that would sell these days on eBay. Agreed, Ryan. Supply and demand, dude. It is crazy to think, 2 years ago, I joined that subreddit. There was 4,600 people. Now there's over 8,000. So it's almost doubled 2 years of people joining. And you got to think if even, half of those people try to get back into collecting and want to buy cars, that is a ton more demand in the market. I can already tell you this is not going to be a fun track. Oh my gosh, there's cars flying everywhere. I'm just glad none of you guys come here to see actual good racing. It's more of a hangout spot. Oh, that was low. That was uncool. Now we're in 10th place. Come on. Oh, we got some ground to make up now. I don't know if we'll be able to gain ground on this track. It's kind of straight. We're really going to do 3 laps of this. It really didn't look like that long of a track. Oh my gosh, what is this? I think I just went backwards, didn't I? Yep. We just fell backwards into 10th place. Can't even make this stuff up. Okay, we're not going to fall off this time. I think people are leaving the lobby. Son of a gun, how do you... Okay. That is not a very cool jump. I think I'm the only one who didn't make the jump. Oh, this is going to be a toughie. It'd be cool if they showed you a stat at the end of the race, like how much damage your car took in the entire race. I know they sort of had the damage on your car, but it'd be cool to see it in a number. Boys, we are finishing dead last this time around. Absolutely dead last. It's okay, because Bert struggled too, and then he won the ultimate race, right? So it's God's plan. Never voted for this track again. Billiard Parkway or Billiard Speedway, whatever it was. Oh, we're not in last anymore. We passed somebody. Look at that. Oh, one more lap. Hey, this is better than those ones that have the 9-minute laps, though. Those things are terrible. I can't even count how many times I've just stopped in the middle of a race. No, we're just going to accept that we're getting 8th this time around. We're not even going to finish this. We have to look at Dodge Challenger Scat Packs and some nice 2020 Camaro. I hear you, dude. I can't wait to see that real life reverb build once you get it done. Oh, you changed your gamer tag. You're switching it up on me, Nitro. Fox Body Mustang. See, but Burt Wheeler actually had some racing skill. Whereas we are just here for the XP. And that is how we're going to wrap this race up. Boom. You just want to collect 3 more realm cards and 2 of a kind for rare 4 cards like Fog, Vision, Hyper, Reverb. I hear you, man. Have you been playing the game at all, Christian? They actually have a, I think it's on Tabletop Simulator. You can actually play the entire card game with all the cards. Actually, JC's the one. Doesn't JC? Don't you host that tournament every year or every 2 years or something like that? But that's a way to play it without actually having to. I mean, obviously, it's more fun to have the cards right in front of you. But if you want to have access to all the cards, including the 3D foils, the Tabletop Simulator is a really good way to do it. Oh, you don't host it. My bad. One of my pipe dreams is to host an in-person Acceleracers trading card tournament. Honestly, it would be a long time before it could happen, but hopefully within the next 3 or 4 years, I'm going to try my best to do something like that. But it would just take a massive amount of logistics. But I'd make it a big enough cash prize to where it would entice people to come from several states over to probably like a small 4-figure cash prize, and that would bring a ton of people out. It would be awesome. It would be a heck of an event, that's for sure. But we'd just have to see. It would take a lot of logistics, and that probably, I feel sure that we could get 8 or 10 people out there for that. I've spoken to several people about it. And there's a couple of people that play the card game that aren't too far from me. But it would just be a bummer for some of the guys that live out in California. You know, they have to like fly out if they wanted to play. But who knows? It'd be a fun excursion. It'd be a great event to get all those Acceleracers fans together. Definitely, JC. That really would be smart, honestly. That would be pretty cool. Actually, that's a very good idea. Might even be easier to host a tournament at one of those conventions or at a site nearby. That's some very good food for thought, actually. Now that you mention it, I didn't even think about that. And it would be at a actual place that people go to, so I wouldn't have to bring people to my house. So that would be a little uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to give that some thought, actually. That's a good idea. That way, there's other stuff to do as well. It's not just people sitting around waiting for card games. God forbid somebody loses in the first round, and then they're bored for the rest of the tournament. My man just gave me a beautiful idea. This twin mill has got to get out of my way. See if I can knock him off the track. Oh, he pushed me out of the boost. That was not cool. Whoever J Fly is, that's not cool, bro. Drafted him. Get up closer. on, hold still. Gosh, does Twin Mill have that much flatline speed? I thought the Yesco was supposed to be one of the fastest cars, other than like RDO2. It's dusting me. It's like chasing reverb. Online racing is so funny because it's always like the top 3 guys in every lobby just like disappear immediately, right in the beginning. They're just gone and you have no chance of catching them. Then everybody else has to sort of wrestle for 4th through 8th. Alright, come on, we got to catch this Twin Mill. Gotta hit these screws, right? Oh, that's not how you do it. Oh, son of a gun. Come on, come on. Come on. No! Gosh, I wanted to beat that guy. 6th place again. Oh, that is tough. You'd fly out? Yes, sir, Corey. That's what I like to hear, man. It would be fun, honestly. Oh, the next convention is in North Carolina. That's interesting, man. Are any of you guys coming out to North Carolina? I know there's actually a large amount of Acceleracers buyers that I have that are in North Carolina. I'd probably say that North Carolina is one of the top 4 or 5 states that I ship out to, surprisingly. You'd think it would be, Texas, New York, California. Who knows, man? March 23rd to March 27th. Wow, that's right around the corner. Gosh, I wish I would have thought about that before, man. That would have been awesome. Gosh, if I could have... Man. Because it probably would take, like... I'd want to give people, like a 6 to 8 month heads up. That way people can plan that out. Especially people that have to fly or drive a long ways. Gosh, that's a bummer. Missed opportunity. But maybe sometime soon I'll have to... We'll have to see. But that's a fantastic idea, honestly, to hold it sort of around the same time as a convention. Oh my gosh, why are we voting for that track? Come on, guys. Oh, they're all terrible. Please, guys, come on. Come on. Oh, the Thunderdome. This looks like it's going to be like 15-minute laps. There's on school and plane prices. I hear you, man. Other convention in California. Short notice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Darth. I'd want to give you guys a 6 to 8 month heads up. Plus, I'll have to actually find like a space to host a small tournament. Gosh, I'd have to practice too. I haven't played the card game in a while. Have to try and build a deck that could stand up to some of those guys, because I know those guys from the Acceleracers channel are pretty good at the game. But they are right around the corner from me, actually. It's only like a 4-hour drive. Who knows? Lots of cool stuff. But it can only help everyone have that community grow and grow and grow. Hopefully we'll get a line of premium releases. So I don't know. I was thinking about it, if they were ever going to do like a premium release or a re-release of some of the Acceleracers or Highway 35 cars, you'd think that they would want to get as much Acceleracers hype as possible. So that's why it kind of surprises me that they're not doing an Acceleracers racing season and that they only have, a handful of Acceleracers cars in this game. You'd assume that they would want to market it pretty heavy if they were going to do some sort of a re-release. But I don't know. But then again, RDO2 was the main car for that ad, and that's honestly what got a lot of people to buy the game. Generated a lot of interest, so I don't know. But I'm sure they keep track of the prices that stuff is selling for on eBay, and I'm sure they got people in the subreddit too. This is like the longest track in the history of the world. Gosh, imagine driving Power Rocket and not having a Road Beast skin on it. Where's the acceleration pride? Oh, we're not going to make it. Oh, we made it. Somebody else didn't make it, though. I'm getting an F in the chat for the guy that fell off the track. Get out of my way. There we go. Oh, dude. Not a fan of that guy. Guys, we're still on the first lap. We're 2.5 minutes in. It's like never ending. I'm gonna pass this guy though. I've got to. Can't let him one up me. He's zooming though. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. That was some sort of crazy lag. Oh, it worked out though. We're 5th now. Come on, yes, go. Come on. Come on. Wow, did y'all see that? Did you guys see that clip on the subreddit where somebody ended up like rolling across the last 100 meters of a race? And they went from 1st to 3rd like right at the last second. Is this the Sandy Cheeks car in front of us? Alright, come on. Surely the Esco is faster than the Sandy Cheeks car. Gosh, 3 minutes and 50 seconds for the first lap. It's a 4-minute long lap. Oh, this guy's got a Team Color Synchro skin on, doesn't he? I'm gonna have to get up closer to it. I think. Oh, wait, that's you, Darth, isn't it? Is that a Team Color Synchro? Dude, that is awesome. That is a super sick skin. Did you make that yourself, dude? I know you're racing right now, but back off, bro. Darth, I'm gonna have to pass you here, Chief. Sandy Cheeks car, which is cracked for some reason. Thing should not be that fast. It feels like a free DLC car. Yesco is a legendary. Come on, come on. Gosh, I cannot gain ground to save my life. There's nothing worse than using your boost to catch up to people, and then they just use their boost and shoot ahead the same amount that you just caught up. I gotta stop running into walls. Oh, I missed the boost. You gotta be kidding. Bummer, man. On the bright side, at least I still have another, 25 minutes of this track to catch up. The part of the race where my eyes start to get heavy. Such a long track, unnecessarily long. If one of you guys in this live stream are the one that made this track, not cool, guys. I think I'm just about done with this one. I don't think we're gonna be finishing this. This is ridiculous. Dude. Park it right here. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. Aw, man. Go in reverse. See if we can hit anybody. Nope. One more guy. Oh, missed him. Oh well. What a nightmare of a track. Well, let me scroll back through. Convention is held in a hotel. You can get into a hotel room. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I've never been to a Hot Wheels convention before. Gosh, I really wanted to go to one for my birthday when I was younger, but it just did not pan out. So it's always kind of been on a bucket list. That's awesome. You can get a hotel room hosted in that room. People go room to room to buy Hot Wheels. Dude, that's got to be like the coolest atmosphere ever. To have so many fans just all hanging out. Guys, I watched that one video that you made, JC, the one where you got to ride in the Dior 2. I watched that thing like 4 times. It was such a cool atmosphere. That's true. I always wondered why RDO2 was listed as a favorite, though. Because, I don't know, it never seemed to be super popular until Unleashed came out. But I guess it was in a lot of other games. Just surprises me that they wouldn't do Power Rage or something else to start with. Because, man, if they put a Power Rage or a Reverb in that commercial instead of RDO2, the place would have gone crazy. Oh, nice, Drake. I see you got 4 of them now. Drift Tech, Octanium, Powerbomb, Rolling Thunder. Octanium's pretty uncommon these days. What's up, Campbell? How's it going, man? Ah, I got you, Christian. That makes sense. I really do prefer playing it with the tangible cards in my hand. I mean, the online version is definitely cool, and it works especially if you don't have someone like near you that can play. If you got like a friend in another state. But gosh, my controller's having an aneurysm. But it's definitely preferred to play it in person for sure. Oh, that was the $1 Octanium. I got you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, JC. I had a dream about sitting in the Dior 2 after I watched that video. I watched it late at night. Oh, woke up and remembered, nope, that'll never happen. I think we were all living vicariously through you at that point. Darth, I'm gonna need you to win this race, man, and finish this because this is tough. Now, I should make this my thumbnail for the next stream. Just sitting in reverse on a track. Uh-oh. And we're back. There's a Toy Car Expo in Port Charlotte, Florida on March 13th. Might find Acceleracers there. Dude, if you find something cool, you gotta post it on the subreddit for sure. Oh, there everybody goes. I really do want to make a video at some point going out to a flea market or a bunch of flea markets. Because there are a bunch of hobby stores up in Charlotte, because I'm pretty close to Charlotte. But, gosh, it'd suck to spend a whole day or two searching and find nothing. Because from what I understand, lately, your best bet of finding stuff is at places where people wouldn't know what they had, like at a Goodwill or a flea market with an old guy selling them. Because I've seen a couple of photos of people finding stuff at hobby shops, and they're marked up just like they're on eBay, if not worse. So I know people are catching on pretty quickly about the price, or at least the demand. But I know for sure there's still at least 2 more big fish collectors out there that could single-handedly crash the whole market price of Acceleracers. I know there's a guy out there who has 13 of the 500 factory sealed sets. 13 out of 500. That is like unreal to me to even think about someone having that many. But they've got 13 of those factory sealed sets, 60 or 70 of the starter sets, and I think he said he had over 2,000 carded Acceleracers just in storage. And just, man, if somebody dropped that many on the eBay market, prices would drop exponentially. They'd fall down to like nothing. But unfortunately, it wouldn't be a good selling strategy for somebody to do that, so I'm sure they won't. But it's nice to dream about, just having another 10,000 cars just pop up on eBay and bring the prices down. Same shame it isn't Charlotte NC. Oh, I was talking about Charlotte NC. Are you near Charlotte NC? I didn't know that. Oh, did it really not go well the first time you asked? Respect when you signed the dirt. I feel like a kid in a candy store. Oh wait, Nitro, were you the one that? Oh, you just found the skin. I gotcha. No more long tracks. That's what I'm saying, man. Why do you guys keep voting for those tracks? I don't understand. Who actually enjoys racing on 12-minute tracks? Takes forever. Well, these days you're like a household name, my man. Gosh, in a year or two, JC, you're just gonna get like mobbed when you go to those places. I mean, seriously, with 8,000 people in the subreddit, I know there's a Discord and all sorts of other stuff. I mean, dude, you're gonna be pretty well known at those Hot Wheels conventions. I know you are pretty well known already at some of them, but you're gonna be like a movie star, dude. You'll have women asking you to sign their babies. Still, though, that is like a lifetime achievement. Sitting in the Dior too. That's got to be on it. Oh my gosh! Why did we vote for this? This looks like the Great Cheese Block. Oh, you were in the Dior too. I got you, man. Oh, 100%, man. It's pretty cool too to know that they watch your content and stuff at Mattel too. I mean, the more eyes that are brought to Acceleracers and Acceleracers content, it can only go well for the community. You know, the more eyes, the better. That's one thing that I wish people in the community would stop bashing on other people. You know, that there's a lot of times there's some hate in the subreddit, and I'm sure the Discord is the same way. But y'all gotta lift each other up. There's a lot of people that talk down to people for, spending more than $5 on a car. Uh, you know, you want accelerators to be associated with good vibes. Oh, almost missed it. I'm serious, man. Signing babies. Got people asking you to sign their real cars. That's the coolest thing in the world. I think are still those guys who post on the subreddit from time to time, like the guy who didn't he turn his Camaro into a Power Rage? And I know that one guy put like a synchro wrap on his car. I don't remember what kind of car it was, but those things are wicked. If I ever pulled up at a stoplight next to a Power Rage, I would piss my pants. That would be like the coolest thing ever. I'd have to get out and shake that guy's hand. But it could be pretty expensive to wrap a car, I'm pretty sure. I don't know a ton about cars. Oh, son of a gun. I always end up backwards. I spend more time in reverse than I do going forwards. I've got to find a way to set this thing up so that I can see the chat while I'm racing. I hate going like 5 minutes without answering anybody. I'm not a good multitasker. Oh no, that is tough. Come on, go, go, go. Gotta preserve 6th place. That's my spot. I still only won a grand total of 1 online race in Hot Wheels Unleashed. Here we are again in reverse. Thank goodness it's over. Oh, that is so tough. Oh yeah, I saw that comment from the guy. Wasn't that the one saying something like you shouldn't brag about sitting in the Dior 2 or XYZ, or it was something real ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that was that guy. Yeah, I remember reading that. I knew immediately that he was going to get downvoted to oblivion. It was just like the most ridiculous thing to say. Yeah, I've never gotten anything but like extremely humble, just good vibes from you, man. Even in the video, it wasn't any. I don't even know where somebody would get that. I think it was just somebody who just wanted to try and ruin someone else's day. Somebody peed in his cornflakes and he had to go and take it out on the internet. All right, guys, which track are we doing this time? Gosh, they all look so easy. If we had done that last one, I'd leave the lobby. That would be all you guys. Dude, you really should, Corey. You should wrap that thing. Then send it to me, and I'll show it off in a customs video, bro. It'll be a real life custom. It'll go crazy. We'll break the internet. And I promise I'll send it back eventually. There's worse ways to go, though, than being trapped in a DR2 for the rest of your life. I mean, think about it. That's just a sign from the Accelerons. If you end up trapped in the DR2 with a Vert Wheeler jacket on, some things just are meant to be. And plus, you'd forever be a legend in the Acceleracers community. Oh, we almost flipped over again. Oh, how come I didn't hit the barrier? How come he didn't hit the barrier? Alright, Dart. I'm gonna have to go try hard this time around. I need to finish higher than 6th place in a race. Zoom. I'm right behind you, bro. Don't slow down. No, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that. Obviously, I wasn't gonna make that jump. Oh, by the way, guys, do you guys know what one of the first Hot Wheels video games that was released was? Was the World Race game the first one? Or was it Beat That or something else? I mean, obviously, there's probably been a lot of Hot Wheels games. But I was trying to think the other day when I bought that Game Boy Advance version of World Race. And I was thinking, because I had that game as a kid, but I want to say I played that game before I ever saw the Acceleracers movies. It was like the weirdest thing to try and remember because I'm pretty sure I got that game just because it was Hot Wheels. I had no idea that there were movies or cars with it. And then down the road, I saw the Acceleracers movies, and then I found the Highway 35 movie, and I was like, oh, cool, they went back and made a prequel. Little did I know that, Highway 35 was around before Acceleracers. And then I was thinking, and I was like, dude, wait, is this what my video game was from? Like, I discovered it all so backwards. I wish someone back in the day would have said, hey, man, Highway 35 came first. But I can't wait to play it again, actually knowing the characters and stuff. Because as a kid, I was like, oh, it's cool. They got different characters for all the cars. But I wish I would have known. I was such a ding dong. Wish I would have known that there was an actual movie for it. I was like, man, this is really detailed for just a video game. But I want to say the Game Boy version of the game, there was something wrong with it where you couldn't save your progress or something like that. And so inevitably, I'd only make it 2 or 3 tracks in before we would get to our destination and I would turn off the game because I used to play it in the car. So I cannot wait for it to come in. It was supposed to be here yesterday, or what's today? Thursday. Yeah, it's supposed to be here on Wednesday, and never showed up. So hopefully it'll be here early next week. So I'm itching to play it. I got to see if it was as hard as I remember as a kid, or if I was just really bad at it. Stunt track driver was probably the first. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I gotta scroll back up. They joked you should be buried. Ruins Realm Titan beat. Yeah, I'd like to be trapped in a Porsche or a Lamborghini. That would be my ideal way to go. You know, got to take a photo for the gram first before they put me in the ground. Oh my gosh, no! We are not doing the fourth one, guys. Come on, come on. What is wrong with you guys? Oh look, it's the Solar Realm. Look at that. Dude, I really didn't. I watched all the Accelerators movie because I bought a Hyperpod first. So I was like, oh mom, this is awesome. I gotta have this Hyperpod. And I watched the DVD that it came with, which was a fantastic marketing play by them. I cannot say enough. They did a great job with that. And I watched the DVD and I was like, well, I gotta buy the other two Hyperpods so I can get the rest of the DVD. And then I found the movie and then Speed of Silence, and you know, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then I remember finding the World Race movie in a bin at Walmart, and I was like, Burt Wheeler, or I think I recognized Burt and Kurt on or the cars or something on the cover, and I was like, oh cool, they actually made a prequel. That is awesome. They went back and made a sort of a prequel for it. And I watched it and I was like, wait a second. And I looked at the date on it and I was like, wait a minute, hold everything. I was like, they came out with this first, and then they came out with Acceleracers. And even then as a kid, I never knew that they released Highway 35 cars to go along with the movie. So when I looked on eBay a couple years later to find the Acceleracers cars, I was like, wait a second, they made Highway 35 cars too? Like, gosh, if I would have just been born 1 or 2 years earlier, or if I would have had a brain in my head as a kid, could have been totally different. Could have had all those cars. Childhood would have been complete. But now here I am as an adult, trying to collect them all again. Very full circle. At least it hasn't blown up like vintage Pokemon stuff has. I was watching a clip, I think it was Logan Paul, who opened up a booster box the other day, and it turned out to be fake. It was like one of the first gen booster boxes. It was like a $3.5 million box of cards, and it turned out to be fake. And I was just like, man, $3.5 million. What could you do with 3.5 million? You could solve freaking world hunger in Africa. $3.5 million. Game Boy, you can't save. Oh, that makes sense. You needed codes. I got you. That's what it was. I remember being so frustrated that I always had to start over on the game. BZCW, aka Bailey, what's going on, man? I should be on stream probably for another hour or so, or until my phone dies. I have 6% battery, so we'll see how long it lasts. When the phone dies, I will bid you all farewell for the night. I'm so jealous that you guys knew that there were Highway 35 cars. I don't know how I missed that as a kid. Like, I was always dragging my parents to the toy section, and somehow I must have just... Maybe the stores near me didn't carry Highway 35 cars. I don't know. Because the Walmart near us definitely carried Acceleracers cars. Or maybe it was Toys R Us. It was one of the two that I used to go to. But I keep hearing stories about people finding Gen 2 Acceleracers cars in, like, CVS's and Walgreens. And I never saw any of them anywhere. And I always check the toy sections of all those places. So, who knows? Who knows? But I remember seeing Galorem in the Highway 35 movie, and I was like, that's not her. I was like, that can't be right. And I saw half of her face gone in one of those final scenes, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Mom, you're not going to believe this. That's Galorem from Acceleracers. First track, guys. First track. Come on. Have a heart. We're not doing the fourth one. Or the last one. Come on. First track. You know, the last one's not too bad. At least it's not like a 3-lap course. That's pretty cool, so Peachy Networks. I was thinking the other day about trying to go hunt down some recolors of some of the Acceleracers cars. Oh, he glued it? Oh, He destroyed it. That's a pretty cool school project, though. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea atomics were a thing either as a kid. I saw this on Reddit the other day, or a couple years ago when I joined it, and I was like, "The heck is that?" I was like, "Somebody made mini versions," and I was like, "Wait, they actually released a set of atomics, like small cars." I was like, "That is the coolest thing ever." Did you guys see that full atomic set that was on eBay? What was it, like 6 weeks ago? I think it was a full set of atomics, and it sold for like $1,025 for a full set. I had no idea that they were in that high demand. But I guess it's just something that doesn't pop up. Oh man. And just like that, race is already in the tank. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're landing in the tire, boys. Looked like a wheel of power for a second there. Okay, let's try this again. How on earth are you supposed to hit that? Oh, we're gonna go right off the middle. Oh, it's gonna be tight, boys. Did we hit it? Ooh, there we go. And 10th place once again. 10th place is like my home, actually. It's my home away from home. Now we're 9th because somebody quit. There must be a hard obstacle up ahead. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm reversing right now, but since we're like sideways, you can't even reverse it. Times like this, it's best to just try and fall off the track. Somebody already finished? You gotta be kidding. We've only been in here for like 10 seconds. That was a POV of what Kadeem saw at the end of the storm run. Nothing but the pitch black, shadowy darkness. Corey, that might be the funniest thing I've read, like, of all times. My dad has an old video of 4-year-old me explaining that the wheel of power is more power than God. Gosh, that's funny, man. I remember trying to explain the concept of, like, the Acceleracers movies to my dad, and he was just, like, blown away. He was like, what on earth is my son talking about? Gosh, the wheel of power is more power than God. Nah, killer. You saw Gen 2 Acceleracers at a United in Lubbock, Texas. Didn't buy any. Yeah, I never saw any Gen 2 cars on the shelves. Did any of you guys see later wave first gen cars in stores back in the day? Because like at my toy stores, there was only the same 10 to 12 cars, the commons. I guess it was more like 13 or 14. But I never saw any of the later wave cars. Like, I think it was all the Metal Maniac cars except for Flag Fury and Pile Driver. And then it was all the Teku cars except for High Voltage, Reverb, Chicane, Spec Type. It was all of the more common ones like Drift Tag, Synchro. And then it was only a couple of drones and a couple of silencers. I think I had like a Nitrium and an Excellium. For the drones, I had an RDO6 and an RDO2. I actually had like 4 RDO6s. My mom, like, she was like, why do you want so many RDO6s? I was like, Mom, to reenact the movies, you have to have like a ton of those because there was a ton of them in the movies. So I had a whole army of RDO6s. I'm not gonna lie, I actually have like 45 RDO6s right now in stock. I should do a recreation of one of the rounds. Or a recreation of Taro entering the drone headquarters. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, did they sell atomics like on the shelves with regular cars? I did not know that, Nitro. That's interesting. I'll have to try that next time. He really was, Adam. That dude was gone. Oh, that's pretty cool, Draco. Was that one of your tracks that we just did? Your mom bought you a set of atomics, dude. It's funny looking back on it. I remember, every obviously when you're a kid, every time you go to a store, you're like, "Mom, we gotta check out the toy section." And it's amazing back then. If you could get one Hot Wheels car, I was like, "Yep, this is it. This is my life is complete." Every time I got a Hot Wheels car. These days, man, shoot. If there's any Hot Wheels that my kids are interested in, I'm gonna have to buy them all of them. Darth, it's not happening, dude. Oh, that was uncool, man. You made both of us wreck. Not cool. Oh my gosh, I can't stay on the track. How are we supposed to... How on earth are you supposed to stay on the track? That is ridiculous. Gravity is a killer. Oh, we made it. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh gosh, which track is the right track? But I think I had an Acceleracers track set as a kid too. But I never found the Swamp Beast one. That or it was too expensive, I can't remember. I remember my dad looking at the Acceleracers track set and going, because I think it was what, like $29.99 or $39.99. It was pretty expensive. I remember him looking at it and going, son, you don't need that. And I was like, but dad, I can't fully experience my Acceleracers cars if I don't have the Acceleracers. Like, I just can't. Needless to say, he said no, and I just went to my mom, and my mom was like, yep, he needs it, honey. Moms are the real MVP. I can't believe nobody's finished this track yet. Considering we're in 9th. Maybe we'll have a chance to catch up with somebody. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Alright, 67%. 68%. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I'm not sure how many more races I got in me, guys. We'll have to see. On the snack jackhammer water realm. Gosh, I wish I would have seen those Gen 2 cars. Tech standard. I don't know, Corey. I think it's cooler to have a fleet of Teku Dior 2s. That video of your collection, that collection review, got like 900 views. People like went crazy over that. I even get people that email me from time to time and they're like, hey, can you ask your customs guy how he does this or how he does that, or if he can make a video of him making customs? And I'm like, dude, you just gotta go take it up with him, message him on eBay. It's like these guys want to like try and sniff out some trade secrets or something. I'm like, he's pretty open. He'll probably tell you almost anything you want to know. So he's not gatekeeping it. So people are weird. I don't like when people try to be shady like that. I'm like, just go message him directly. Oh, the last one. Come on, guys. It's a short track. It'll take 2 seconds. Come on, last one. Missed opportunities. No, you pushed me off, bro. You started it. Apologize, Russ. I'm kicking you out of the stream. I'm just kidding, man. Floorboard Friends. Let's see what this track is all about. Gorilla Attack. And didn't they make a Highway 35 track that had like the dinosaur on it from that Highway 35 leg? Or am I tripping? I'm like 90% sure they made that track. But that wasn't the Dune Rats track, was it? Like their track set? Was that the one with the T-Rex on it? I remember seeing that track as a kid, I think, and I was like, Mom, I've got to have that track. But that was one that I could never track down. No pun intended, track down. You're minding your own business. That's not what it looked like to me, bro. Oh, we're going backwards again. I can only imagine the questions you get, honestly. Yeah, somebody's being sketched. I'm just like, come on, guys. Best is also the people that'll message me because for some reason they think I make the customs. I cannot tell you how many people will comment something like, "Dude, your customs are fantastic," or "Dude, can I have one of those customs since you have so many?" And I'm like, guys, for the 9,000th time, they are not my customs. I do not make customs. They're Randy's customs. I say it in the video like 9,000 times. People are like, "Dude, tell me how you made those customs, man." They'll email me, and I'm like, guys, for the 9 trillionth time, I don't have a creative bone in my body. My other favorites are the people that are like, "I need a link to his eBay page." And I'm like, "Yep, it's in the description of the video." Like, the link doesn't work. I need another link. Gosh, I had a guy, what did he buy off me the other day? He bought like some HyperPods off me. And he immediately messaged me after he bought the HyperPods. He was like, "Hey, can you make sure that these are packaged well? Because I don't want them to get damaged during shipping." And I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm just going to ship them in a box with a bunch of bricks." I was like, "Yes, I'm going to package them well." I'm like, come on, man. Some questions just don't even need to be asked. Dude, honestly, Corey, you give people a lot of good information for free. I see you responding to people on the Reddit comments and stuff. But shoot, I would be gatekeeping all of that. But I know most people just want to make their own like personal customs here or there. I think I saw somebody made a custom battle spec a while ago, and I was kind of like, why don't you just? And they send, I want to say, they said they had spent like 10 or 15 bucks to make the custom battle spec, and I was like, man, at that point, you might as well just buy a battle spec, you know? But I guess for some people, it's more about just the fun of the project. One day I'll have to make a video, trying to make a custom. You guys can watch my process on. I'm sure that car will come out looking fantastic. Maybe I'll do it with a buddy, and we'll see which one of us can make the better custom. All the custom makers in the community will be shivering and trembling in horror. You should, bro. You should sell a course. Nah, I mean, it works out good, though, because most people are respectful enough to not try and cut in on what you're doing. But I know there's that one guy in the community who I think bought a custom off of Fish Daddy, and then he like tried to resell the custom for like $100 more, and that does not fly, not at all. Yeah, the first time I see somebody trying to resell a custom that you've given us for a giveaway, that's probably going to be the end of the custom giveaways because we're not having that. That's not cool at all. Yeah, the T-Rex something wasn't part of Highway 35. So there really wasn't a track that had that T-Rex? Dude, I could swear I remember a track that had that T-Rex. I'm like 95% sure. You're probably right. You probably know a lot more than I do, honestly. I don't really remember a whole lot from that age. I think I was only like 4 or 5. Oh, could you actually make a pretty good swamp realm with those 2 tracks? Do you really need both tracks to do that though? Isn't the Swamp Beast supposed to be the Swamp Run? They reused the T-Rex from Highway 35. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it turns out, I want to say when we did the collection review on Ryan's collection, he actually had a ton of recolors, and some of those recolors were really rare. Like they were only released in certain countries. I think he said he was only missing like 8 or 9 total recolors from all the years of recolors. But the ones here were missing. They were all like, limited edition. Were only released for like 1 month in Hungary, and that's the only place you could possibly get it. It was like he was gonna have to do some serious searching to track those down. I can't even imagine doing that undertaking. Yeah, that's a good point, Corey. I've always wondered. I don't know. I'm glad there's not like the resellers of customs, but I think honestly, most of the people that buy customs really just want it for their collection. But that was really shady that guy did that. But that's the only time I've ever seen that happen. So hopefully it won't happen again. I mean, inevitably, I'm sure some will pop up for resale. Just when people, get tired of collecting and then want to sell their collection and they have customs. But I can't wait to see where the customs creation is taking us in the next, 3 or 4 years. I feel sure you're gonna have some unbelievable stuff. Fall onto this other track is what I'm wondering. Gosh, this is so tough. How do I even end up in these situations? This could be the start of one of those movies where it's like, hi there, you're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Let's go back 3 weeks. Gosh, that's frustrating. And we're off the track. I wonder if I can just get off the edge. Probably not worth it. Boom. What's up, Rubicon? How are you doing, my man? It takes a lot of time and effort to make those customs, though. Plus, you got to get, wheel donors, stuff like that. And I'm sure wheel donors are only going to get more expensive over the next couple of years. Because, eventually there won't be any ratifieds left in the world because everyone's going to kill them for wheels. Brian, what's going on, dude? How are you doing, man? Winding down from work, I hear you, dude. Yeah, we're doing good. Just ate a big bag of sour Skittles, so mouth's all torn up now, but it was worth it. I don't know why I do that. Does that happen to anybody else? Every time I eat sour Skittles or Sour Patch Kids, it tears up my tongue for the next couple days. It's one of those things you just have to do every time. What sort of work do you do, Rubicon? Are you in retail, tech? Where do you in? Sour Skittles. They really do, man. Then you can't taste anything for the next couple days and your tongue's all raggedy. Work in a hospital, I hear you, man. I can't even imagine working in a hospital over the last year and a half or so. That's got to be a nightmare. Crazy busy. Oh, that's a good point, too. I guess not all customs require the AR cars. 21st birthday, yes, sir. Did you have a big party or anything for your birthday? Me too, Adam, man. Any sort of fruity candy, can't get enough. Starbursts, gummy bears, gummy worms, Skittles, just cannot get enough. Not a big chocolate guy. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, is this the storm realm? I wonder if I can land on the track. Nope. There was a shortcut on this one, wasn't there? Where you could like fall off at a certain point. We already finished. You guys were no fun. Look, I'm like Kadeem. Boom. That is how it ends. That is tough. Hey, as long as they roll, man. Condition, I mean, honestly, as long as you enjoy them, they don't have to be mint condition. There's some ice fishing. I hear you, dude. Local sports bar. I hear you. Did you watch any of the? Oh wait, actually, there weren't any playoff games, were there? Any of you guys keep up with the NFL? So I'm sure you had your first drink at the bar, right? The first ever. Kadeem joke was grimy. I wonder what the average age of the Acceleracers community is. I think it's got to be somewhere in like the 20 to 25 range. Maybe younger than that. Maybe like, because what if Acceleracers came out in 2005? I'd assume you'd probably be at least 4 or 5 years old when that came out to really remember it. So you'd probably have to be born in like 2000 or earlier. Gosh, so I guess most people in the community would be what, like 22, 23, 24? Maybe a little older. But that's funny. It seems like there's a lot of people in the subreddit that are only like, 14, 15. I always wonder where they find the movies from. Maybe they got friends or family that show them to them. Yeah, the first one, yes sir. Probably eased in, right, with like a Seagrams or something like that. Or Seagrams, I don't know how you pronounce it. Wow, I went for $380, man. Whew. Hey, if you want carded chicanes and stuff, you gotta have to pay big for them these days. I can only imagine how much Corey's would go for, the one with the 2 3-pack air. Corey, I really think you should list that for like $10,000 and just list it one of a kind, one of one. I bet you somebody would buy it eventually. Because I know there's a bunch of error cars that are listed up on eBay, but I'm not. Some of those look kind of sus to me. Like the cars that the one guy keeps listing that are, no decals on them. That just looks kind of suspect. I don't think those are 100% legit. 22, saw Hobby 35 when I was 3. Yeah, I think the oldest I even asked turned 23 not too long ago. It's kind of cool that we're all in the same age range. $1K nah, that 2-pack can definitely go over several $1,000, I think. I'm pretty sure it was the light blue or the electric blue. So that's more favorable one too. And it really is one of them. I've never seen an Acceleracers car with 2 3-packs in there, so 2 3-packs on that cane with the whole grab. That's something that I have very frequently. Top in my car, I have to go back over. Oh gosh. I think we're really good. Oh, we got on track. And we're in second. This is immediate. This dude who's in front of me. Every time I'm alive, I think he wins. But I'm sure somebody will watch one of those error cars that are just right out of second and start it's like a Toyota or 2 or something like that. And these are several of them for like $200. And I'm sure somebody will buy one and then do an analysis on it and figure it out. But man, who wants to spend $200 to see something like that for real? But but the likelihood of them having several accelerators cars and no decals, that's real unlikely. I mean, I've never really seen that. I think one guy, his name is Luke, I want to say he bought a color back that had no decals, and he said it looked legit, it wasn't open or anything like that. So maybe they are legit, I don't know. Just think it's kind of unlikely. We'll see. I don't have a lot of experience with the blisters, and any of you guys know is it fairly easy to reseal the blisters once they're open? Surely you can't ever make it look like one did it. That's not. No. Not today, Roasty. Oh, it's not bad. It's going to be falling off. Come on. Oh no! No! It's sold! Oh, it's sold so bad right at the end. Oh, that's tough. That's just how she goes sometimes. Oh man. Knew that was gonna happen. Oh, the gig money. Let's see if this fixes it. Let me know, guys. Did that just fix the issue? I don't know why it does that. Sorry about that, guys. I know that is not fun. Alright, let's hop back on stream here. Let's see, we got 3% phone battery. I probably got enough for one more race, and that will probably do it for us for the night. And, oh wow, we've been live for 2 hours already. Look at that. But what I was saying before I got before I got hacked by the drones, is I was wondering if those error cars on eBay are actually legit or not. I'd love for someone. I don't know much about resealing Acceleracers. Do you guys know, is that like a thing that's doable? Does it ever really look like it's really resealed? Because I mean, even if those are fakes with no decals, that's pretty tough to make it look like it is legit. But maybe the dude's got a good strategy, you know? I mean, think about it. You take an Accelerator's car out, you somehow scrub the decals off, stick it right back in the blister, and all of a sudden you got a $200 error. Yeah. And over the next couple of years, I feel sure we're going to see a lot more fakes from people looking to get some quick cash. One of my biggest regrets is not buying a chicane back in the day. There was somebody who listed a chicane, sent me an offer like $240 for the chicane. It was carded. And I was like, oh, you know what? I might buy it. But I was thinking about it, I was like, no, because to flip it and make a profit, you have to sell it for like $350. I was like, I really don't want to contribute to it all that much. It just wasn't really worth the hassle. But I wish I would have kept that chicane, man. Wish I would have. I'd also love to know, maybe I'll start doing some polls on the channel. I'd love to know how many people actually have a carded chicane. It'd be kind of cool to know the actual like amount that are out there in the wild are. Because probably in the last 2 years that I've really been keeping up with eBay and sold listings, Gosh, it has to be less than 50 of them that have been listed and sold in that time frame. Maybe a little more, maybe 50 or 60. They just don't pop up very often. And I'd say probably 70% of the ones that are listed are ones from the factory sealed sets that people are ripping open and selling individually. So who knows? I'd be very curious to find out how many chicanes are out there. Same with Spectite too. Reverb, I really do think there's a lot more reverbs out there than there are pile drivers. Because pile drivers just don't pop up all that often, but reverbs seem to pop up left and right. I think I saw that a reverb sold the other day for like right at $300 or close to $300. Just like, man, here we go. Now that there's only one or two listed, I'm sure the next time Bay Buyer gets one, he'll list his for like $350 or $360, and then we'll be well over $300 for reverbs. I guess it's good and bad. I mean, everybody that's got collections, stuff's only going to keep going up in value, but you don't want it to get to the point where no one can afford Acceleracers parts, ever. But then again, maybe Mattel will re-release it then, who knows. Sorry, Darth, gotta get by you, man. Oh, you pushed me into the barrier! You're on my hit list now. At least the mic lasted until about 2 hours this time. Normally it's like at the 45-minute mark where it goes to pieces on me. But this is definitely the last race for me for the night, fellas. Wrap this up. Answer through the comments. We've got a sales video scheduled for tomorrow, and then we're back to regularly scheduled programming next week. Doing a lot of merch brainstorming recently. Trying to come up with some cool designs. So there's a lot of cool designs and stuff out there on Redbubble and Teespring, but not all of it is stuff that I personally would wear. I'm not a real big, flashy person. So, I'd rather wear a pretty plain t-shirt with just, simple words on it than or smaller diagrams than some of the more obvious shirts. So we'll see. I'm trying to brainstorm. Oh, Darth ran into that car. That car might have just saved me 5th place. Just ran interference for me. Nope, there he goes. Bummer. Darth, back off, man. I'll try to push him into the barrier. I just can't sell. Come on, Dylan. Come on. So close. So close. Come on. Just gotta stay ahead of Darth. No, the barrier! No! Might have just lost it for me. Click on me tight. Oh, I hear him. He's right behind me. Oh, it's gonna be a close finish. Oh, that was close. That was a close finish. He was right on my tail. I definitely need a long phone charger. Definitely. Hot Wheels car with acetone, reseal, and electric trace. Oh, really? Hmm. Surely there's some way to tell, though, if it's been messed with. That's probably a good point, Brian. You probably would have to have it in your hands to be able to really look at it. It would probably take some sort of an expert, honestly. Dart, that was a heck of a finish. Yeah, so PG Networks, that's what we were talking about. Not sure if that synchro is legit or not, or if that seller, because it's kind of odd that one seller would suddenly pop up, 10 Acceleracers that don't have any decals. Jesus Gomez, what's going on, my man? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Yeah, we barely made it in. No, not at all, JC. Yeah, that Dune Rats one that you did recently was pretty sick, honestly. I actually ordered one of your stickers the other day, I'm pretty sure. Or somebody's sticker. In SpongeBob season. It's definitely an interesting season. You'd think they could have gone with like anything, and they made it SpongeBob. But yeah, I was looking through Redbubble and a couple of other different sites. I know like Teespring, and there's a couple of other print-on-demand sites. I'd love to have merch like in hand. That way, I could see the quality of it beforehand. But there's just not really a feasible way to do that without it being like a gigantic undertaking. Of constantly making shirts and stuff like that. So I'll probably end up doing print on demand at some point. I just gotta actually sit down and mess with it. Like JC, how long does it take you to make one of those designs? It's got to take you a while, right? They're pretty detailed. The plankton's car scares you, dude. No, the Squidward car is much scarier. Fish fighter. That Squidward car might be like the scariest thing I've ever seen. Let's go take a look at it again. That thing will give me nightmares. I can never race with that. It's terrifying. There it is. That is like the stuff of nightmares. The thing is terrifying. Looks more like a DC supervillain car than a SpongeBob car. About a day or two, man. I watched a couple of your like time lapse livery, or it was you, or maybe it was Vulcan. I don't remember. It was somebody's time lapse video, and it looked like it took a while. But the other thing is, if I'm making designs and stuff, I just want to make sure that I don't use anything that anybody else has already done before. I have to go through and look through every Acceleracers design out there on all the sites because I don't want to get copyright on anybody. But I'm sure most stuff's already been done, but we'll see. Gotta come up with an AR Hub logo, slap it on a hat, call it a day. What do you mean you don't see how that Squidward thing is scary? That thing is terrifying. Whoa, $200 worth of merch? Holy cow. Dude, somebody's gonna have. It must be somebody's birthday. Did they buy the street breed thing? or the Street Breed shirt. Dude, somebody won the lottery or something, went straight to Redbubble. Still though, I mean, that's $30. You know, $30 is $30. I put everything in the ratio of Taco Bell, so like that's 10 quesaritos. My brain just works better when it relates to food. Somebody gives me $10 cash somewhere, I'm just like, look, that's 3.5 quesaritos. I don't know, Fish Fighter. Just something about the I don't know, man. That octopus is just a little sus. That's my controller. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to get a new controller. Let's see, where was it? You're telling me this isn't a little scary, bro? If I saw that thing coming at me on the track, I would let it pass me. Easy. Dude, JC, for real, Corey's right. You should do a Gucci collab, man. That would be pretty dope. Add a little Gucci logo on one of your shirts, man. The paddy wagon. Yeah, whoever came up with the idea of print on demand is a genius, honestly. I mean, it's fantastic. You know, don't have to keep anything on hand. Oh, you found your hyperpod? Where was it, Christian? I don't know, but if I ever got that car as a kid for Christmas, it would stay in the box. I don't know. Just something about it. I'm not a big fan of octopuses. They kind of, is it octopi for plural octopuses? Octopi? I'm not a big fan of anything with tentacles. I don't like jellyfish either. Now, the Patrick car, that is swaggy. Like, that is what I'm talking about. The Plankton car is a little sus, too. It's funny, though. Does anybody know, did they actually release diecasts of these SpongeBob cars? Like, is there actual toys of these out there? Or did they make these just for the game? Surely they're actual Hot Wheels, right? Oh yeah, if anybody in here in the chat isn't already following JC and Corey on Instagram, go follow them. Guys, drop your handles, man. I know Corey is Metrometrics. JC, what's your Instagram handle? Let's get trending, people. You chip the plastic trying to get the dead batteries out of it. Oh, dude, I still need to restore those hyperpods that I bought like a month and a half ago. Or it was longer than that. I still have them sitting in a box. I really need to take some time next week and just sit down and clean them up. I'm not a big fan of cleaning. Yeah, go follow him. JC.squared. Go get it, man. Get him up to 10K subs, boys. All 15 of you in this chat. Or 10K followers. Metrometrics. Yes, sir. Octopi are incredibly intelligent. You know, I have heard all sorts of stories about like octopi climbing out of their tanks and stuff like that and moving across rooms and hitting light switches. I've heard they can do some pretty crazy stuff. The Buns of Steel SpongeBob livery. It really was. They saw that and they were like, "Yep, this is happening for the SpongeBob racing season." 100%. Chicane custom, yes sir. Oh, by the way, Corey, I keep forgetting to ask you, man. Do you like being called Randy in the videos, or would you rather be called Corey? You got like 9 aliases. Or aliases. All right, fellas. I'm gonna have to call it a night here. Can't keep my eyes open anymore. 12:30 a.m. Let's see if we can. You guys are gonna hear some background noise. Moving stuff back where it needs to be. Got a bunch of cars coming in tomorrow that I'm gonna have to sort through, unfortunately. Hopefully there's some CM5s in there. All right, everybody. I want to call it here. You guys all have a great night. Thanks to everybody who hung out, chilling out in the stream. Shout out to Corey, JC, Maximo, XR. Who else is in here? Christian, Fish Fighter, Jesus Gomez, Zuhan. If I missed anybody else, I apologize. Darth, thanks for hanging out. Who else is in here? There's a couple of bots in here. Did I miss anybody? Red Skyline. Scrolling back up here. You guys all, Brian, you as well, my man. You guys all have a great night. Got a sales video coming tomorrow, and hopefully I'm gonna tentatively say we're gonna try to stream at least once a week, if not twice from here on out. But sometimes I get a little lazy when I get home late at night. It's 10:30. I'm like, yeah, it's Netflix time. But we'll see. It's nothing better than a little bit of Hot Wheels Unleashed to wind down your evening. So you guys all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out, dudes.